morning. Happy Wednesday. It is July the 5th at 6:30. I'm Caitlin Heck here with meteorologist Alex Forbes. Hey, we'll take low to mid 90s over those triple digits that we've been seeing.
That we will, and I won't complain about it anymore because yes, it's still going to be hot outside, but it could be worse. That's just our reminder as we look live down from the Georgia National Fairgrounds this morning. We've got 70s on the board as of now. 73 in Macon, 74 in Warner Robin, 77 in Dublin, 73 in Perry, and 76 in Milledgeville. So a range of 70s across central Georgia. 75 down in McRae, 77 in Vidalia, and 75 in Wrightsville. Across the state, hanging on to 83 down in Brunswick. Also in the 80s down in Pensacola, Florida this morning. Some 60s up towards the north, 69 in Lexington, Kentucky, 81 in Houston, Texas, and 54 in Denver, Colorado this morning. So at least it's not that cool. Here we are on the radar. Not a whole lot going on out there. A couple showers back into Alabama. We'll see if they're able to make their way into central Georgia this morning. Otherwise, 80s across the board beginning about 10 a.m. It's going to be while we're on our way to a high temperature right around 92 today with a couple afternoon storms. Of course, hot and humid conditions going to be prevalent across central Georgia. Here comes the relief in the high temperatures, though. So some welcome news on that front. We're not going to be as hot as we've been in the days to come, but the rain chance hanging around through the weekend. We're going to time it all out for you coming up here in just a couple moments.
All right, thank you, Alex. We are continuing to follow breaking news this morning. A developing story involving a deputy shot and a patrol car stolen out of Crisp County. This is Georgia DOT 511 footage of a crime scene right now on I-475 in Monroe County after deputies stopped that sheriff's patrol car stolen out of Crisp. GDOT has the camera mislabeled, so ignore the location at the bottom. You can't really see it from that font. But Monroe County Sheriff Brad Freeman says they did get a lookout for the stolen patrol car after a shooting involving a Crisp County deputy earlier this morning. Freeman says they recovered the car and made an arrest. Right now, we're waiting for information out of Crisp County about exactly what happened there and the condition of the deputy. Traffic was still only one lane on I-475 north at that spot a few minutes ago. We'll keep you posted as we get more information. We still don't have many details after a Macon teen was shot and killed in Arkansas while visiting family. His mother, Yatrice Jones, was looking for answers too after she said her 15-year-old son Jordan Wilson was killed. Jones said she got a call last Thursday from her brother saying that Wilson was shot. Jones says she just wants justice for her son. Wilson was staying with relatives for the summer. Jones said Wilson was a good kid and was in JROTC at Rutland High School. He also played football.
I'm okay that Jordan is gone. I'm at peace because I know the type of mother that I was to him. But I'm more so angry of the situation of how it happened and how it's playing out.
Arkansas police told us Wilson's shooting death is still under investigation. A man is dead after a car crash in Washington County. This happened just after 1 yesterday afternoon on Highway 15 between Ridge Road and Mayview Road. Sheriff Joel Cochran says 63-year-old passenger Timothy Cook of Monroe, Georgia died. State Patrol says he was a passenger in the back of a pickup that got hit in the back by a Dodge Charger driving in the same direction. The impact sent the pickup off the road and rolling down an embankment, ejecting Cook. Yesterday, Georgia Department of Public Safety reported 18 traffic deaths in Georgia over the holiday period before this crash happened. 6:34 in your state news. A three-day celebration of life will honor the life and memory of Dr. Christine King Ferris, the older sister of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The first ceremony will happen next Tuesday at Spelman College. The following Saturday and Sunday, July 15th and 16th, there will be two ceremonies at Ebenezer Baptist Church. She died last week at the age of 95. Well, thousands of people gathered in Atlanta for the annual Peachtree Road Race. The events actually ended early because of severe storms, with about 500 people left across the finish line. Despite the overcast and humid day, people dressed in their best red, white, and blue. About 50,000 people braved the heat to take part in a tradition that's been around since 1970. Kenyan Charles Langat won the men's race with a time of 27 minutes and 43 seconds. Fortian Tesfaye won the women's race after the original leader seemed to make a wrong turn just before the finish line. Congratulations to all of those runners. Well, the Department of Transportation says expect traffic interruptions on your commute this week across parts of central Georgia. Take a look at your screen. Wilkinson County can expect 2-lane closures along State Route 112. Washington County will see construction on State Route 24. Lawrence County will see a slowdown on parts of I-16 westbound near the rest stop, and watch for construction slowdowns in Bleckley County in a construction zone along State Route 112. Well, this summer is supposed to be one of the busiest travel seasons in years, but the need for blood doesn't take a summer vacation, and that is why 13WMAZ is partnering with the American Red Cross for 3 blood drives this week. We hope everyone who's healthy and able will stop by to donate. Today, you can visit the American Red Cross of Central Georgia. It's on Lakeside Commons Drive in Macon. That's off Bowman Road. You can donate from 10 to 4. Also today will be set up in Warner Robins at Central Georgia Technical College on Cohen Walker Drive. Hours are from noon to 5. Then Friday we'll be out in Dublin. You can donate from 10 to 3 at the Carl Vinson VA Medical Center. You can make an appointment right now on redcrossblood.org. Well, 4th of July celebrations may be over, but plenty of people still have food to eat and fireworks that they plan to launch. But as you work through both kinds of leftovers, you still should not consider any celebratory gunfire, which is a misdemeanor in Georgia.
Around the 4th, we hear a lot of celebratory gunfire. I mean, it seems to be routine every year.
Frank Mack says he doesn't think most people that fire shots to celebrate mean to hurt anyone, but for him, a bullet hit too close to home. 3 years ago, a bullet was wedged in his door. Every year before celebrations start, the Bibb Sheriff's Office warns about the risks of celebratory gunfire. There's a chance it could hurt or even kill someone, and it is against the law.
I mean, someone could have been hit, somebody could have been injured seriously, somebody could have died.
Sometimes you can't tell the fireworks from the gunshot.
When it comes to gunshots versus fireworks, you can listen to the sound. Fireworks are very loud and sporadic. Some fireworks may echo or whistle, and if you're in doubt, just head inside. With all the celebrations for Independence Day, plenty of Central Georgians will be recovering today if they're not at the office. One event that kept people busy, Sparks Over the Park, with fireworks shows starting around 9:15 last night.
We went to go get an umbrella. They were all out, so we was going to thug it out anyway.
Yeah, we were going to enjoy ourselves, rain or shine, soaking wet.
It looks like a lot of people had a great time. Park staff were expecting 3,000 to 5,000 people at all of Lake Tobo's parks, and lots of visitors showed up. Food trucks in the Sandy Beach parking lot were a big hit. Ezra Wiggins' family runs one of them, the Patty Shack. It was his first time there for the 4th, but he loves the lake.
Man, it's just the environment. It's always nice out here. There's always good people. Always something to do. It's never boring. It's riding boats, riding jet skis on the beach, always something to do. And it's good for kids. They got playgrounds.
It's a Macon tradition nearly 3 decades old, and after last night, it is the start of a new family tradition for many as well. Now, people over at Lane Southern Orchards also celebrated Independence Day. There was grilling, face painting, fresh squeezed lemonade, and shaved ice. It was one family's first time celebrating with their new baby boy. I'm sure they had a great time. People were also able to access some fresh local foods and participate in water activities.
It's good. We are going to go ahead and do some grilling after this event, probably get some food truck items on the way out, and probably make some purchases for some peaches on the way out too.
That cute little one they had there. It was a celebration at the VFW Post 658 in Macon as well. The community was invited to join veterans for their Independence Day party. AJ the DJ had some music for the party going. People had a chance to eat food, play all kinds of games, even fish. Organizers say they just want to interact more with the community, and they especially want to celebrate diversity among Central Georgia veterans. Here's a look at that party there. It looks like they had a great time out fishing. Hopefully they caught some stuff. We even had the return of an old special tradition for one Macon neighborhood. Over 30 years ago, the Ingleside area neighbors celebrated the 4th of July with their own parade called Function at the Junction. They brought it back last year, and now it's back for a second year, and they say it is even better. The parade featured plenty of fun for the whole family in red, white, and blue. Historic Ingleside Neighborhood Association pulled out all the stops, costumes, food, and thanks to a man who shared his family's restored rides, some tractors.
Our number one thing is putting them in the parade, so we love it. It keeps the tractors running, and everybody loves to see a big red tractor.
As he's not wrong. Clark said his father grew up on a dairy farm and eventually bought a tractor to restore. The collection took off from there, and now Clark uses his tractors to help families make some new memories. You may have heard turning off your air conditioner when you're at work can save you a little bit of money. We'll break down if that's actually true. Plus, if you're not quite sure what to do with leftover fireworks, stick around to find out what you need to know about storing them for the next party, or what you should know when it comes to insurance if you just want to use them now. For now, though, the time is 6:40. All the fireworks and fun, it's all over, but I'm glad everyone had a great time yesterday.
It's over, on to football season. Here we go.
Hey, I'm here for that too. I'm ready.
That's right. So yeah, a majority of Central Georgia drive last night, able to enjoy the fireworks show. And saw a couple storms yesterday afternoon, but luckily we were able to get those dry hours here through the evening. A live look down in Dublin. A pretty nice sunrise there officially came above the horizon about, say, 8 to 10 minutes ago there in Dublin. Temperatures in the 70s across Central Georgia, 73 in Macon, 74 in Byron, Fort Valley, Warner Robins, 73 in Perry, 77 in Dublin, and 75 in Sandersville. So everybody in the 70s across Central Georgia Georgia this morning, and the radar mostly quiet. There's just one small shower there on the other side of the Chattahoochee River there into Alabama. We'll see what that does as we work our way through the morning hours. Otherwise, you've got to go up into northern Georgia, right along the Tennessee-North Carolina line to find any thunderstorms. That's going to stay up there, not a concern for us, and then some showers and storms off of the Carolina and Georgia coast this morning. Now, any showers and storms we see here in central Georgia could be on the stronger side, a level 1, a low-end level 1 severe threat in place for today. The damaging wind and large hail threat is going to be what's driving this, and that's going to be for all of us through the afternoon hours. So let's time it out on Future View. This is a new run here in the last 15-20 minutes or so. So 8 a.m. maybe a passing shower, otherwise cloudy. We get to the afternoon hours, and here comes the storm risk for the day ahead. Beginning at that noon hour, lasting through 5, 6, 7 o'clock tonight, going to be looking for the potential of heavy rain, and then obviously those severe criteria could be met as well with that low end level 1. 7 a.m. dry tomorrow morning. As for tomorrow afternoon, just like clockwork, that noon hour is going to fire up a couple scattered showers, maybe a storm or two tomorrow. But then on Friday, now this is the first time we're seeing this run since the update came out with last night's run of Future View, and it's showing again more storms on Friday. So I'm keeping that 40% chance of rain around for Friday afternoon. You can see the long range stuff in agreement with that. That's going to be down to 30% on Saturday before we're back to 40% there on Sunday. The good news is when we look at long range Future View, we're not seeing any of what are called the MCS systems coming through central Georgia. Those could bring really strong storms like what we saw a week ago Sunday across central Georgia. Not seeing any of that. This is more of the summertime variety, and then something similar into next week as well. So hour by hour today, temperatures in the 70s here for the next little bit before we warm into the 80s before too long. 84 by the noon hour, 86 by about 1 p.m. A high temperature right around 92. Hot and humid conditions, they are going to be widespread across central Georgia today. Sunrise was at 6:32. Heat index today, that 92, not telling the full story. Going to feel like the mid 90s at times, but at least we're not talking about the triple digits, right? In terms of what it feels like outside through the afternoon. Here comes the 7-day forecast. So each and every day, highs in the mid to low 90s, 92 today, 93 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Again, a 40% chance of rain on Friday. That's going to be down to 30% on Saturday before we're back to 40% on Sunday. Then into next week as we get into the middle of July, talking about temperatures slightly cooler than they should be for this time of year with a 30 to 40% chance of rain each day.